Hello, and a big thank you for coming back to see another comic book haul. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. We hope you enjoyed the video and consider liking and subscribing to us. I'm Odd Mondo from Not of This Realm. The week of September 11th, 2024 had some great and not so great books come out. To find out what I think and what issue made the top of my list, keep watching. Now let's get started. Bringing up the rear at 4th place is Wolverine No. 1 by Saladin Ahmed, Martin Coccolo, and Brian Valenza. After reading Wolverine Revenge and feeling like it didn't meet my expectations, I was hoping that this new series, which takes place within the current events of the X-Men comics, would make up for it. Unfortunately, that isn't the case. The story starts out interestingly enough, but really slows because of heavy exposition for a sizable part of the intro. It also doesn't help that this book was released after X-Men No. 1 and Uncanny X-Men No. 1, but takes place before both of them. Cyber is introduced as the villain of the book, and if you don't know who he is or how he's connected to Wolverine, don't worry. He goes over all of this right away with a lot of inner monologue. But there is some worthwhile stuff once you get past the negatives. Wolverine and Nightcrawler are my top 3 favorite X-Men, and I think the interactions between these two are the highlight of this book, along with the gorgeous artwork by Coccolo and Valenza's beautiful colors. They really get to show off their skills during a savage fight between Wolverine and Cyber that looks absolutely brutal. This detailed and textured kind of artwork is a natural fit for a character like Wolverine. As good as the artwork and character interactions are in this book, the plot and premise just didn't draw me in as much as I'd hoped, so I don't think I'll be keeping up with this new Wolverine series. In 3rd place, I have Absolute Power Task Force 7 No. 6. I think this issue was very well done, but it doesn't quite reach the same heights as issue 5. Writer Stephanie Williams gives us an intriguing story that expands on the plot of Absolute Power. I'm interested to find out what Amanda Waller has planned after this issue, but I think we'll have to find out what happens next in the main Absolute Power book. One of the other criticisms I have is the lack of connection we the readers get with the Amazons, who are the protagonists of the story. We're not given a lot about who they are in this issue, except that they are divided over the role they played in the main Absolute Power storyline. I will say that this book does have its moments. There were some parts that I thought were very intense, but one scene in particular was especially heartbreaking. It effectively reminds readers that the Amazos and Waller are serious threats, and also allows us to sympathize with the Amazons and their struggle. Of course, this is all due to good teamwork between the writer and artists. Which brings me to my next point. The artwork and colors by Carrie Randolph and Alex Guimades respectively are outstanding here. I like the bold line work, expressions, movement, and lively color and use of shadows. It gives the book a very dynamic style. As I said at the beginning, Absolute Power Task Force 7 No. 6 has a lot going for it. The only thing holding it back is the lack of familiarity that some might not have with the Amazons. Other than that, I think it's worth checking out. Runner-up this week is Uncanny X-Men No. 2. Out of all the new X-Men titles in 2024, Uncanny X-Men is my favorite. Writer Gail Simone and artist David Marquez do an exceptional job continuing the awesome story from issue 1. Gail Simone is one of the best writers out there, and she expertly progresses the story, establishes a new intriguing storyline, and introduces readers to the new characters that appeared at the end of the last issue. This newest volume of Uncanny X-Men is where I think the X-Men work best. The odds aren't in their favor, they have this incredible responsibility thrust upon them, and they don't always agree on how to handle it. There's a lot going on, but it's nothing that Gail Simone and David Marquez can't handle. Marquez continues to excel with his artwork in issue 2. We also get to see him change things up a bit with the added storyline. The less is more approach suits the tone very nicely. Every character, expression, and action is masterfully done from one panel and page to the next. His detailed and textured artwork is perfectly complemented by the colors provided by Matthew Wilson. Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, and Nightcrawler are some of my favorite X-Men, and they are in top form here in 2024's Uncanny X-Men thanks to an excellent creative team. I highly recommend picking up this issue as well as adding this title to your pull list if you haven't already. And the top spot goes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles No. 2. Superstar writer Jason Aaron knocks it out of the park with this new chapter in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. Issue number 1 was about Raphael on his own adventure. In this issue, we are following Michelangelo, who is also away from his brothers, but leading a completely different lifestyle. One of my favorite things about this series is the internal monologue. Aaron does a brilliant job of giving each turtle a unique personality by giving us their thoughts and philosophy about their current situation and relationship that they had with their brothers from their point of view, and also keeping it from feeling boring. He's also crafted a compelling plot that I am eager to keep up with. At the same time, the story builds up to an incredible climax that's both physically and emotionally intense that leads into a shocking cliffhanger. Of course, everything I've just talked about is brought to vibrant life by Rafael Albuquerque's amazing artwork. It's a perfect match for this series and is further strengthened by the colors of Marcelo Maiolo. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2 is an awesome book by an incredibly talented team. This title should definitely be in your pull list. And there you have it. That was my comic book haul for this week. Did you agree or disagree with how I ranked them? Which books did you pick up? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel and interested in comic books, movies, and action figures related to the realms of superheroes, sci-fi, horror, and fantasy, then please consider subscribing to us. I'm Mondo from Not of This Realm. Thank you very much for watching, and remember to support your local comic book shops. Be safe and take care.